Hey everyone, it's Justin. Thank you for watching and or listening to the podcast, and welcome to my house. It's time for another ServiceNow Store Highlights episode. In fact, it's our last ServiceNow Store Highlights episode of 2024. It's version 12302024, so we're 2 days before New Year's Day, and luckily for me, it's a light episode. We only have 21 new or updated applications. That includes 1 compatibility update, 2 downgrades, 3 highlights, 4 minor updates, 7 new releases, and 4 release notes fails. Let's jump right in and take a look at those compatibility updates. Well, there's only one, and it is CMMC 2.0 Contract Flow Down Accelerator was updated to be compatible with Xanadu. There were 2 downgrades. I'm going to click on the first one here so you can see. When you go to the app in the store, it's at version 1.0.0, and when I open it up, it's not like our typical downgrades. It does immediately go to the old version 1.0, as you can see in the pop-up window there, or as I'm describing for those of you that are listening, but there's a version 3.0.2 and a version 3.0.3 that don't say they've been removed. Usually it says this version has been removed, it's no longer supported, or some kind of verbiage like that. And that's missing this time around for these 2 applications in this episode. And that is, the first one is Intella from Advanced Solutions Core, and the second one is New Lab from Corelia Tech. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it was downgraded to version 2.4.5, which you can see or hear in the pop-up window there, going back to July 22nd, 2024. So 2 downgrades in the episode. We did have 4 minor updates: BlackBerry Ad Hoc, Live Agent Chat Integration, NICAS Core, and NICAS Cost Transparency. All had some minor updates, and unfortunately there were 4 release notes fails: Barcodes TrueView, Calibration, Philania Access, and True Context. If you haven't seen an episode before, a release notes fail is that there are no release notes, there's repeated release notes from previous versions, or there's just not enough information to tell you what changed about the application. And this example I'm pulling up here, not picking on anyone in particular, you can see it's actually a description of the application that's been around since version 1. Now we're on version 1.0.8, and they're not telling us what's in these minor releases that they're putting out. So that's why it's a release notes fail for those 4 applications. Now we've got that out of the way, we do have 7 new releases. Our first new release for the episode is ACMDB, Advanced CMDB Management. Revolutionize your CMD management. Key features: Avail intuitive and data-driven CMDB portal that allows democratization of CMDB data maintenance for service owners and their teams by enabling creation, update, attestation, and certification of CI information as well as their relationships. Simplify portal-based consumption of CI information for application and service owners. Automate CSDM alignment by enforcing standard relationships. Enable CMDB data governance for any change to CI data and relationships by soliciting approvals from authorized users and automating data updates. An insightful dashboard that allows application and service owners to learn about their estate and the health of their application/services. They have screenshots for this one. We are in a portal view. It's actually a really nice portal view. And they've clicked on My Services or Customer Service Support, and it shows the service name, class, classification, who's owned it, description, business criticality, operational status, etc. Different offerings underneath that service, and then options for viewing a dashboard, dependency, relationship, adding relationships, editing, and linking other offerings. The next screenshot, I can't tell the difference. It moved into, HR Management Suite application instead of a service. So it has all the application fields you'd expect from the CMDB. Third screenshot here is adding a relationship for the HR Management Suite. It consumes, and they're picking a configuration item for maintenance planning service. Fourth screenshot here is the attestation management. So they're showing for SAP for HANA sales, attest or reject that application. I think it's an application. Business application, yeah, and it has a location, when it was last updated, and who owns it in that screenshot. Screenshot number 5 is showing a task assigned to Able Tutor. He's halfway through. It's a high escalation for certifying. It's a data certification task for a database server, and it's asking him to put a comment, approve, and put a date on it. So interesting. Next, in sixth screenshot, is the health overview for service and business application CIs. It's kind of like the portal view is on the left-hand side and the legacy UI is on the right-hand side, showing a old dashboard. Yeah, it's one of the old dashboards. Seventh screenshot is showing the dependency diagram, also in the legacy UI, after clicking the View Dependency button in the portal, it looks like. Eighth screenshot is showing some more dashboards for service and application health. And then we have a video, which we're not going to click on or play since you are watching or listening to this video or this podcast, but that is what's new from Gene Technology Solutions US LLC. All right, our next new application is Advanced SN Connect ADP e-Service. Connect ADP support with ServiceNow for enhanced productivity. Key features for this one. I'm going to stick with the summary bullets there, but there's a lot more text if you're interested to go look at it. Centralized access to support, simplified case management, seamless data integration, scalable solution, and an employee-centric solution. Again, there's more text there, more verbiage about that. We don't have really screenshots yet. They're marketing pictures for Advanced SN Connect ADP e-Service. Next one is an introduction slide. Next one is a business challenge slide. Next one is a business value of this application slide, and continued business value of the application, and then we're back to the marketing slide. So more informational screenshots for this new application from Advanced Solutions Corp. Our third new release is eBridge, seamless data integration for effortless connectivity across ServiceNow and beyond. A little Buzz Lightyear there, and beyond. Key features. eBridge is a low-code, no-code outbound integration approach that enables the exchange of data between ServiceNow and any other external system. With eBridge, users can easily map and transform data to meet the specific requirements of their external system, eliminating the need for manual data entry or complex custom code. Overall, eBridge is a powerful application for organizations looking to optimize their ServiceNow outbound integrations and achieve seamless data exchange between ServiceNow and external systems. They have screenshots, so let's take a look at the first screenshot. It is a API definition. So we've got the name and the integration, or not name, number, integration ID, direction, HTTP method, condition builder, and some API field maps down below that. Next one is the API field map for Snow Demo 10 and a run script targeting the work notes field, and then there's some JavaScript in the JavaScript editor. Next is the API log screenshot. Next, and then we're back to the API definition screenshot. So that is what's new from Coforge Limited. Our fourth new release for the episode is going to be ID Ramp Identity Flow. Protect your service desk with identity verification, or IDV. We have key features for this one. Configurable verification, allow customization to suit different verification needs. Automatic and manual modes, flexibility to trigger verifications either automatically or manually. And post-verification actions, enable setting record values upon successful verification completion. They have screenshots. The first one is an incident record with the caller scrubbed out, and they're showing the verification status was updated or completed successfully for this one, the ID verification, I guess. Next screenshot is showing the work notes where the verification was completed with the following details: user, and the user is blurred out, and the status of completed successfully. Next screenshot is, so we've got an incident on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, it looks like a mobile view or maybe an emulator verifying your identity, and it's the clear. I don't know if you've seen that before. I've seen it on some of the social media stuff where you go and verify your identity by uploading a government ID or something like that. So, and then the next screenshot is the mobile ID verification of taking a selfie and asking to remove any glasses and hats. And then the next screenshot is the same mobile screenshot showing encrypting your information. And then we're back to our original incident record for this new application from ID Ramp Incorporated. Our next new release is Service Graph Connector for Big ID, unified visibility for data assets and the related data sensitivities within your CMDB. Oh my goodness. Key features. Let's see. The following features are included. I'm going to jump down to the bottom here. Oops, I kind of did that wrong. Support for structured data sources as well as Amazon S3, S3 V2, Amazon Redshift, and Amazon DynamoDB data types. Business owner field sync. The owned by field value is synchronized to populate the business owner field in the Big ID platform during the import process from ServiceNow to Big ID. Synchronized data catalogs functionality from Big ID to ServiceNow, and selective data sources synchronization in addition to bulk capabilities to and from Big ID through import and export processes. All right, another Service Graph connector. We're getting a lot of those. First screenshot is of the Service Graph connector guided setup, configuring the connection, creating a key value pair, and setting up scheduled data imports. Next screenshot is the configure the connection step, with all the steps in that step to complete the connection. Next screenshot is the PostgreSQL schema showing the add discover data attributes to your CMDB. So there's some upstream relationships showing on the related items section of the configuration item. And on the bottom, it's showing key values, synchronized classification levels. In this case is this whatever attribute, whatever key we're looking at is restricted. Next screenshot is the first screenshot, which was our guided setup. And that's what's new from the team at Big ID. Our next new release is Value Ops Connect All, Value Stream Management Connecting the Enterprise is their tagline. Key features, application lifecycle management is critical for any enterprise, and it is. Different business functions naturally prefer different tools, which can lead to a complex setup such as multiple teams, ALM tools, and countless data sources. This kind of complexity can make it challenging to accelerate development and deliver a quality product to all your customers. That is where an enterprise class solution like Connect All can help. By accelerating your product development and unifying your data across all your ALM systems, Connect All allows everyone in an organization to work in the ALM system they prefer while data, workflows, and requirements synchronize automatically. I probably could have just went with that last sentence for key features is data, workflows, and requirements synchronizing automatically. So a lot of marketing fluff in there. But the first screenshot is showing Connect to All, and it looks like a diagram. They have it labeled as dashboard, but we're looking at some DevOps operations, planning, ideation, and Agile, and some Rally stuff going on. Yeah, I don't quite know what I'm looking at. It looks like an Agile Scrum kind of thing. Next screenshot is showing some field mappings, I guess, for the this is looks like snow incidents Jira bugs. So they're connecting ServiceNow incidents to Jira bugs, which is inappropriate. Everyone, if so, just so you know, an incident is not a bug. An incident is something that's broken. A bug is a defect. They are two different things. I don't know why people want to synchronize those things. The next one is showing some Rally software, strategy settings, set rules, set conditions, orphans, and stuff like that. Next screenshot is a video, and we're not going to click on or watch the video, but that is what's new from the team at CA Incorporated. Next and last new release for the episode is Xert ID, Advanced Role Management, streamlining access, distinguishing business roles from resource roles for enhanced security and efficiency. Key features, the app is an extension of Xert ID IGA and brings more advanced features for role management. This app allows IAM admins to classify roles as business role and resource roles. We have screenshots. The first one is some role configuration under the general configuration. Next screenshot is a pop-up modal of the different roles. Next screenshot is the role identity relationships. So you got an identity like a user and then the roles that they have and whether they're active or not. Next screenshot is the identity entitlement relationship. So you've got the identity on the left, the entitlement in the middle, and whether it's active or not on the right. And then we're back to our general configuration with the role configuration selected. And that's what's new from Sysintegra Pty Ltd. And that's all our new releases, which brings us to the highlights. We have 3 of them. We'll start with the first one here, Aqua Security Platform Integration with Vulnerability Response for Containers, updated to version 2.0.4. And in this version, there's support for importing images into ServiceNow that are 30, 90, and 180 days old, support for importing vulnerabilities into ServiceNow based on different severity level, critical, high, medium, low, and negligible, REST API filter enhancement, support for Xanadu release, and some minor fixes. Our next highlight is going to be T-Systems Connector, updated to version 2.2.330. And on this one, they're very, very detailed. I love it. I love the detail. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the enhancements and defects of what's included in this release. So first up is fix the ServiceNow findings for encoded query. Next is an enhancement for ServiceNow finding for privacy policy document. Next is enhance the logic to update the owned by information based on CI attribute for CBS class. Next is CHM to CHM further validation into master, or not into, further validation in master position on task level. And we'll scroll down for the rest here. Customer master, when reverting back from phases, assess, authorize, or schedule to new values are not sent correctly. An enhancement to deactivate the catalog items from T-connector scope. A bug fix for time traveler charge is refused by the system to save it. Another bug fix for uninformative system messages appear on instance. Another bug fix for fix the issue for IP address CI synced connected to network adapter CI at customer side. Another bug fix for local change tickets could be canceled with a task in progress. Next is a bug fix for add change location / master empty for outbound mapping. Another bug fix for update the resolution code mapping. And the last bug fix to the retry mechanism does not work for HTTP status 500. What great, awesome release notes from the team at T Systems International GmbH. Thank you for that. And congratulations on your updated application. Next and last highlight is going to be XOps or Experience Ops Spoke updated to version 1.5.0. And in this version that has 1.417. I didn't notice that earlier when I was screening these. Let's make sure. Yeah, so their internal version is 1.417 and the ServiceNow's version is 1.5.0. But nonetheless, in this version, they added kits to create an Experience Ops runbook, get XOps runbook status, get XOps runbook notes, get XOps runbook devices and tracking information, update XOps runbook notes, update XOps runbook devices and tracking information, and webhook events, scripted REST API, and table. Are the release notes for that update. And that, everyone, is our entire episode. So let's just take one more look at what you just saw or heard. That was 7 new releases, 3 highlights, 1 compatibility update, 4 minor updates, 2 downgrades, and 4 release notes fails. I hope you found this video or podcast helpful. If you did, please like, please subscribe, or share it with somebody who you think might be interested in what's new, what got updated, and what was removed from the ServiceNow store. And until next time, don't forget to always be learning.